Lights on. Let's go. Bake. Play some more, more rogue trigger, in other words. Alright, let's see what we got. Reach the Void Ship Bridge. Adelthred was going to confront Kunrad and his heretics on the bridge. We will need all the help he will need all the help he can get for the counterattack to succeed. The rogue traitor Theodora von Valentius desires the person we oh. Oh, never mind. She is dead.
Keep your wits about you.
Yo, what the fuck? Oh god.
No mercy to those who
Combat Servitor. Let's put you up front, put you into cover, put you into cover, and put her also into cover. Let's actually move him over here real quick and start the fight. Light and medium armor. Armor types protect the character from incoming damage. Light and medium armor types are both available to you at the moment. The armor that indicates what % of incoming damage from an enemy attack it can absorb. The type of armor also influences the chance that the character wearing it will pass a dodge test. The higher the dodge penalty, the lower the chance to dodge. The character in light armor dodges attacks more often but takes more damage when hit. Medium armor absorbs more damage if the character is hit but reduces their mobility and ability to dodge attacks. Some talents allow the characters to use different types of armor more effectively. Ooh, armored body glove. Okay. You have obtained heavy armor. Unlike light and medium armor, heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat that reduces damage taken by a specified flat amount. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating than medium and light armor, but also has the highest dodge penalty, making it harder to dodge an enemy attack when wearing it. When only characters with the heavy armor proficiency talent can wear heavy armor. Okay.
A tactically sound approach.
Oh man.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Until the warrior's next turn, they gain a +2 to deflection and temporary wounds. Okay. Next. Oh, so I got a shotgun. Hold on, I wonder what happens if I come up here. What's the range on it again? Hold on. Maximum range of 7 cells. So what happens if I come up here and do this?
On it.
Hey yo, pushes him back. Let's go. Our planet is enveloped by a crucial blanket of air. What fundamental force keeps the atmosphere from simply drifting off into the void of space? Gravity is the invisible... Oh yeah, obviously gravity. You'll encounter enemies with the various abilities and features. An icon next to an enemy's portrait indicates that they are under the influence of some kind of effect. Click right mouse button on the effects icon to see more details. Prone. Cannot act and suffers a 30% penalty to dodge and parry. Heavily damaged. Servitor is heavily damaged as damage and hit chance wounds are greatly reduced. Okay. Therma multi-melta. Oh shit, okay. That sounds dangerous. We gotta take that out. Hold on, let's see if she can shoot this dude.
I'll do it.
Because I want to use the Psyker to do like a chain lightning real quick. There we go. Servitora's gotta get up.
She's the will of chaos.
Oh, you bitch.
Me a plain old story.
Ah! Killed his own guy on accident. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. So let's see if we could charge this dude too close. Let's go like that.
One fewer target.
And then we go this.
Victory is imminent.
See if we can knock him down again.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, we can't make him do that. Okay. Let's get her to
As the
shoot.
Emperor commands, I act.
Oh damn, this thing is actually kind of fucking scary. It's like extreme.
On it.
Grey hair, sure hair.
Oh,
I've suffered worse.
oof. Okay, it kind of scared me a little bit, but it's all good.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
All right, same thing. Can we get a shotty off?
I'll see to it that your end was inevitable.
Good. Hey yo, we got this fight, and we leveled up again. Let's go. We got a las pistol. What's this? Grace of the Oblivious. The wearer gains 5 toughness if their intelligence is less than 35. Oh. Okay. Actually sounds kind of cool. So we're gonna have to take a look here and see whose intelligence is low. If their intelligence is lower than 35. So that's gonna work on him.
Someone else can do this.
There we go. Who else's intelligence is low? Her intelligence is low, so she can get that toughness bonus. But why is her intelligence low though? Oh, that's right. She needs willpower because she's a fucking psyker. Grants 3 logic. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta level up too. Okay. Ranks available. Ooh, we could choose a talent, or we can do firearm mastery. Soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire, minimum 2, using the weapon attacks that normally cost the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit. Soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. Oh, so it's a skill. At this archetype rank, the character gains a special archetype ability that can be used as a heroic or desperate measure. So do we automatically get that one? Oh, we do automatically get it. Okay, okay. Alacrity. Each shot fired by the soldier grants them 1 agility until the end of their turn. Let's see. For each adjacent ally, soldier deals 9% more damage. Exploits surroundings. Cover efficiency is increased by 10 for full cover and 20% for half. Fired up. When the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1 until the end of that turn. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains 18 plus more damage for their next attack in the current combat. Reloading costs -2 AP. The first reload in combat does not cost AP. Okay. Let's see. Muzzle velocity. The first hit of each range burst attack deals additional damage equal to the weapon's current rate of fire. All of the soldiers' area attacks gain 17% armor penetration and ignore 2 deflection when used against enemies in a 3-cell radius around the soldier. Requires a trench. Let's see. Better to die for the Emperor. Okay, so the game is already kind of giving me like a recommendation. These ones. Gains a 7+ critical hit chance. This bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of the attack. Okay, so as long as he's shooting the person that he's protected by cover against, he gets a double crit chance. Got it. Okay, sounds good. Alright, what about you? Let's see what you get. You get Daring Breach. The warrior immediately restores all AP and MP and gains 3 MP until the end of the turn. They do not lose MP after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. Heyo. And what's yours? Contempt. When an enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals an additional 5 damage, does not stack, but can be reactivated after another attack made by either the same enemy or a different one. The warrior's melee attacks deal an additional +3 damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Okay. Crit damage is increased by 8 against enemies not armed with a melee weapon. If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they get a 13% crit chance. Epicenter of Slaughter. When the warrior is attacked, they gain 1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter until the end of combat. At the start of the turn, the warrior gains temporary wounds for each stack. These temporary wounds cannot exceed 5. Thick Skin. Gain 1 damage deflection. Their parry chance is increased by 25 of the warrior's total armor. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Alright, and let's see what the Psyker gets. Psyker gets Dismantling Attack. The operative immediately inflicts 1 exploit on all enemies in combat, then makes a free attack against the target. That attack always hits. Until the end of combat, the target of this attack suffers a -30 penalty to armor, block, dodge, and parry. Alright, let's see what we get. Fresh Target. When the operative attacks an enemy that is at full wounds, that attack deals 14% more damage to the enemy. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Exposed Weakness costs 0 AP. Ooh, that's actually pretty good too. Whenever an operative triggers an exploit on an enemy, the operative gains 1 damage plus 2% armor penetration till the end of combat. This only applies to the first strike or projectile in a burst attack. It stacks. Weak Body, Weak Soul. Exposed Weakness also reduces enemies' toughness and willpower by 9 for 1 round. Kind of want to do either instant exposure or Fresh Target. Fresh Target sounds pretty good. Let's go with Fresh Target. Alright, and for Argenta, let's see what we got. She gets Firearm Mastery too, because she's a soldier. But she would probably make better use of AoE attacks, so let's see if there's something for AoE attacks. Rack and Ruin deals damage to 3. After the soldier deals damage to 3 enemies, the soldier gains 18% more damage to the next attack in the current combat. Ayo. What's a good one? Let's go with Rapid Reload. Sounds good too. Cost less AP. I mean, she's gonna be running and gunning with the fucking bolt gun, so it's probably best to give that to her. Okay, let's head up north to the Void Ship Bridge. Okay. Every warp route has a oh, I didn't even get a chance to read that. Goods. Let's get the goods. Lore Warp. Horrific Vision is a product of the warp energies that permeate the bridge. There's Edelthrad. Oh dang, he's a super wounded. I see him like chilling right there. Let's go talk to him then.
The first sacrifice opens the eye.
Bruh.
The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Yo, stop talking to him.
You're here. But where is the Lord Captain?
His dad found her and the Arch Militant in her study.
God Emperor preserve us. The rogue traitor is dead. The ship has lost her Lord Captain, and the house its head. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
The ship can still be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum. Only by resigning to your fate will you truly suffer defeat.
Words worthy of a righteous soul.
Let's go. For the Emperor.
Save the lofty words for later, will you? The Navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
You can see Conrad Voitvir clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to appear pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
Aethelthrad bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the white of Aethelthrad's eyes, and they begin to turn sickly yellow. Let's go with Ready Opens. If you're to die this day, let's die with honor.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Accursed traitor!
Ooh, let's see what
A
happens.
time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Is that Zinch? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well crap, he kinda...
Suffer not the heretic to live.
Okay. Let's put you right here. Actually, put you right here. Kind of like get him to flank if he can. Oh, I don't think he'll be able to jump down, will he? No, he probably won't be able to jump down. Let's put you up front. Put you in cover here, and put you in cover here. Okay, let's go. You'll encounter enemies with various abilities and features. An icon next to the enemy's portrait indicates that they are under the influence of some kind of effect. Oh, you just told me this one. Alright, let's see what we got. We got natural armor. Creature's armor depends on the amount of its wounds. If it has more than 70, it has 40, 50. Oh, so the weaker it gets, the more damage it takes. That's what it looks like. Oh, damn, 128 health, you crazy game. And all their enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end. Hold on. Astromodon commander and all their allies deal an additional 28% damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end of the turn. All of the commander's allies also suffer no damage from allies' attacks until the end of the turn. Oh, can only be used once per combat. Okay. Alright, shoddy. Shoddy like a melody. Oh. Let's go over here. Up. Well, I gotta go over here then.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Actually, let's try something else. Let's try a running gun. See if we can go ahead and like blast these guys.
Let's make some opportunities.
Get fucked. Right. Alright. What? Momentum. To use the unique abilities called Heroic Acts or Desperate Measures, a momentum is required. Depending on the actions of your part in combat, momentum bar will increase or decrease. High momentum value allows a character to use a Heroic Act. A low value access to Desperate Measures. Both abilities can be completely change the course of a battle, but every party member can either use one or the other, and only once in a single combat. Okay. Now let's see if we can... Can't use that. So let's do this on him. And then use this on this guy.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Second increases the target's dodge and interference into the turret. Let's go that.
Was that you? Or
Okay. Veil degradation. Okay, so gotta be careful with how much we use on her. Dismantling attack. The operative immediately inflicts one exploit on all enemies in combat, then it makes a free attack against a target that always hits. Second weapon. Oh, let's go.
Out of my way!
Get fucked. Single shot. Oh, what does that do?
What is a ring?
Hold on, what does that do? Hold on. I just had you. I just saw it. Where is it? What does it do? Oh, bleeding. It causes bleeding. Understood. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Furious Recital grants momentum equal to 6. This ability also grants that 3 additional momentum for each enemy that is hit in a 5-cell radius around the sister or was hit by her this turn. If the sister battle is a demon or a chaos cultist, the additional amount of momentum doubles. Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I can do here. This sounds like a crazy boss fight right now. Someone gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. What is her weapon's rate of fire, real quick? 4? Okay. Let's give it a shot.
in thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. Rejoice in battle! You, my emperor! I'll do it.
Ooh, another shot. Let's go.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Ooh, another shot. Let's go.
I'll do it.
Damn, how many shots can we
Faith
do?
without deeds is worthless.
Oh, that's it. That's all our shots. Fair enough. Okay, we could try this one. Regain that momentum. Hey, yo, let's go. Alright, and for you, we get, for 1 round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain deflection for each archetype taken by the officer. Okay, let's see this one. They gain deflection, temporary wounds. Okay.
I will do my duty. Follow my lead.
Okay, we might need to blank.
Chaos guides me.
Hey yo. Hold on. It would cause a opportunity strike if I read this correctly. Hold on. So this should work if I read this correctly.
Who if not me?
Hey yo, get pushed back. Now the question is, can you...
This squire's job.
Alright, can you hit him from here? Yes, you can.
Be gone.
A gust of cold wind ruffles your hair. Okay. So we're gonna have to be careful and not let her increase the target's, yeah, so she's getting a little crazy, so we're gonna have to watch out. Let's do another.
Will do.
Let's see. Okay.
Cleanses the body.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay, she's taking a lot of damage. Probably have to move her from there, though, so let's go ahead and move her here, and then start shooting.
Guided by
Start
faith.
shooting! Ah, okay. So she can't do her ability anymore, so heroic act used, okay. Now the question is, can she use a med kit on herself?
Ministration's a holy task.
Okay, she can. Good. What? Okay, let's see. Within a 3-cell radius. I wish it would tell me, like, how many people are nearby. Can only be used only for combat.
Indeed.
And then smack him. Daring Breach. The warrior immediately restores all AP and MP and gains a 3+ until the end of the turn. They do not lose MP after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee attacks this turn. Oh. Okay, I want to see what that does. So let's give it a shot.
It will be done. Target well.
Devour. Oh, what the fuck? He healed. That's not fair. He fucking healed. I say that. I say that as I heal
At
too.
your back and grey hair, sure hand.
Oh,
will
so it
be
uses
done.
movement points as an attack. That's pretty good. What the fuck is that? Alright, let's go ahead and end it. So he killed that guy. So let's go ahead and flank so we can get a good shot on him with the shotty.
The best defense is a good offense.
Why did I not foresee this?
Let's see if we can hit her with a melee attack. Get her to reduce some of that veil degradation. And also hit him with this. Oh, it healed all of it.
On
Dang.
it.
Okay. Hey, yo, get parried. Oh, shit.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Alright, let's fire
That is
again.
for the-
Alright, and let's go ahead and do another endure.
At your beck and call.
You would think a chainsword would, like, cause bleed damage or something.
On it.
Or should I switch weapons? I should probably switch weapons at this point. Where's that well-maintained gun? Oh, cannot change it in combat. Dang it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. And then do a melee again.
Will do.
Oh, what the heck? Did it get rid of all the stacks? It did get rid of all the stacks. Dang it. Oh shit, we're all gonna bleed.
It's nothing.
What happens if we do this? Burst fire, shot count, 4? No? Okay.
I'll do it.
Get fucked. Okay, let's see what happens next. We're gonna go ahead and keep doing
It will be done.
Endure.
I'm not interested.
What is your weapon? You have a chain sword. What happens if we give you like an axe, like a double sword or something like that? Would you hit twice if it's a double sword? I wonder. Okay.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
But of course.
I'm gonna have to get her healed as well in a moment. Oh, shit. You can use a med kit to restore your part as treat an injury or get... Oh, shit. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly
Injuries will
hit her
not
with that.
slow.
And then... Let's see. Looks like it leaves a pool, if I'm looking at it correctly.
I will bathe
Let's hit
this
her.
battlefield in
Let's hit him
righteous
again.
fury.
Oh, you missed? Dang.
Indeed. Victory is imminent.
I'll see to it personally.
Stop it! Will do.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use these stacks because it keeps disappearing, so let's go ahead and do that. Expose weakness. Okay, now let's see what happens. Alright, let's probably put you... Oh, she can't move at all.
On it.
Smack him. Smack him with the weapon. Hey yo, nice job. Okay. Let's go ahead and fire. Good hit. Now we gotta make sure that we can heal.
I'd rather not.
Target is too far.
My place is at the fort.
Okay, let's heal her.
Just in
I
time.
will do my duty.
And now he... Oh, he can still attack.
At
Good.
your back and forth.
Nice job. Hey yo, we're doing more damage. Let's go. So how much of this Veil degradation is she pushing out? At the beginning of combat, Veil degradation starts at 0. Veil degradation increases by 1 for each use of a minor or physical. It decreases by 1 each round. Let's see. If we were to do the shriek.
Will do. Stop.
Yo. What?
I've suffered worse.
Is it because it's a chaos spawn that it like parried or some shit? What the hell happened?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
It will
Let's
be
go
done.
ahead and endure again and
At
keep
your
smacking
back
them.
and
And then shotgun.
I'll make it happen.
Good. Oh, wait a minute. Firearm mastery. We'll use it next turn. So let's go ahead and
I'll
quickly
see to it
reload.
personally.
Okay. And then...
Was it you? Or
Hay cleanses the body.
Just a minor setback.
Ah, come on. Smack him again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
It will be done.
Heyo, by the red of blood, defeat the warp creature, find the master helmsman. Alright, let's go ahead and get the goods. Ooh, what do we get? Gloves of Endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain one plus bonus to damage. Ooh, Mantle of Heroism. Iconoclast Follower. Requires Iconoclast. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20% until the end of combat. Ooh. Blade Shard. Blade made from a mysterious metal that shimmers with unnatural colors. Okay. Is there anything else I can loot? Oh, but we all leveled up. Dang, we're leveling up pretty quickly. The fuck? Okay, so we got choose a characteristic, and we got something here too. So I want... Let's see what this does. And what does agility do again? Improves the character's initiative and dodge. And reaction, if a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to half of their agility. Got it. I want the ballistic skill, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then what do we get next? Oh. Each adjacent ally does more damage. Okay. When the soldier deals damage, the crit damage is increased by 1 until the end of combat. After soldier deals 3 different enemies, soldier gains 20% damage for the next attack in combat. Okay. What's Unpredictable do? Oh, don't have the prerequisites? Okay. I kind of want to do Rack and Ruin if it hits more than, like, 3 enemies. That sounds good. Okay. Right, and let's do you next. Okay, let's do... If the warrior has less than 50% wounds, they gain 13 crit chance. Easy target. Crit is increased against enemies not armed with a melee weapon. Desolate. To enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. I kind of want to do Enrage. And then we're going to do... What's his weapon skill at currently? Hold on. This weapon skill is at 40. What's your toughness? Ooh. Could shrug off pain. Let's go with that one. He's our tank. We gotta give him more toughness. Okay, let's see what you get. You get perception. Who has the higher perception skill? Oh, we both have equal perception. What about intelligence? It's a measure of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. For each point of intelligence bonus, character deals 5% more damage with non-burst area attacks. It also affects the Lore Imperium, Lore Warp, Medicae, and Tech Use skills. Ooh. Let's go with perception. And then see what we get here. Ooh, what's this? Every time the Psyker deals mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, the target suffers as much mental damage at the end of their turn. Improvements. Let's see. Better to die for the Emperor. Doing my part, if no other character, First time in combat that an ally becomes the target of the Psyker powers, this ally gains +10 to weapon skill and ballistic skill until the end of combat. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Triggers psychic phenomena or perils of the warp for first time each turn. Psyker's next psychic power costs 1 less. I kind of want to see if there's anything in here that allows her to get rid of more of that veil thing, you know? Can use damage psychic while being threatened by enemies in melee range without provoking attacks of opportunity. Stabilizing factor. First psychic power used each turn increases veil degradation by 2 points. By 2 points less. If this talent reduces the effect on veil degradation to less than 0, veil degradation is instead decreased by 1. Oh, so that means it doesn't add up as much as what I'm seeing. Psychers power that have a range of 2 sails or more have their range increased by 5. Ooh, that's actually not bad. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, let's see what you get. She gets, let's give her a agility. Damn. Let's keep adding her agility up then. She already has rapid reload, and let's do unpredictable again. Okay. Let's go. Bridge officer, how do we get over there? We have to go around, or what's up? I know.
Yeah. He's dead. He sacrificed himself
Let's talk to everybody.
to save the entire dynasty.
Old man, he was never going to make it. He was mutating right
Master
in front
Helmsman,
of
there we
us.
go.
You just ended his suffering sooner.
Alright, let's talk to them.
Rivor, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum as our only chance of escaping from the warp. The ward seems to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and command being an issue. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
How did people survive in here?
Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then, I prayed for our rescue.
Well, what must I do?
Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report and... blast it all to the void! Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Master. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's what happens. Take the Lord Captain's place. Hey yo, what the fuck? That's a pretty cool seat. Not the Golden Throne, but, you know. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerer's currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in an otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with... I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. With all the horrors of the warp.
Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flows of fate? It matters not.
Ayo, I know, right?
Footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales.
I feel like this is a Tzeentch cult right now. The vision lowers its head, its harrowing gaze boring into you. For but a moment, something changes in Theodora's expression. It almost looks like a shadow of fear? You steeled your soul with your faith in the God Emperor and walked through the flames of the officer's deck just in time to rendezvous with Edelthred. I have already resisted the temptation of the warp once. Whatever you are, you will not cloud my mind with a new illusion. How you doing, gamer?
Realization and submission will bring greater torment. There is no power that can hinder the flows of fate.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your head begins to spin, and viscous drops slither down your cheeks. Viscous, my bad. You blink, and you're no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor of Voitvir, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come.
Okay.
I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
Okay.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
I'm not your servant, bitch. Cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violet kaleidoscope. Without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty.
Seneschal. The Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
Lord Captain's dead.
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory
Gamer, what you
never
up to?
fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Take the Lord Captain's place. Damn.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House von Valancius and humanity.
Hey yo, let's go. So, what do we get to do now? Let's go. Oh, completed the prologue. Okay. Dark and malign forces lurk beneath the fabric of the physical universe. The warp, a source of all psychic powers, is home to the forces of chaos. A malevolent and turbulent... Oh, dang it. I can't even read that. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face, though the old officer's eyes are keen. They rake over you from head to toe. He frowns and mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. Open the cargo management screen to learn more about the cargo on your flagship, the amount, the types, and the percentage of cargo being filled up. In the cargo tab, on the cargo tab, you can get from the items packed in each cargo slot. If you need to use an item that is already packed, move that item back to your inventory. Cargo is needed when trading with merchants. You will meet them soon. Oh, so where's the button? Hey yo, look at that. And there's me. You had us worried for a few hours there, Abelard offers a thin smile, but after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, which is like running through the fire, the only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have to be filled by the deputies, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, and even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of the Lord Captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voitvir? Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain, in all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all that he has wrought. Ready to start the briefing, some of the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutant at the far end of the magnificent chamber. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you. Their expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers. You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Zoro von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present. Abelard, yes. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. It's probably a Mechanicus, you know. Vigdis Suri Ota of the Toliman line, our Voxmaster. Oh. Yeah, I could see that. Damn. It is an It is an honor to serve your lordship, the Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as all external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with a pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum, Janrus Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurements, and general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered. Hold on, let me see this thing. Eesh. high factotum generous Donrek. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers a obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me in all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, and Furnace Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnissiah. 3 officers salute. The Furnace Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master officers salute, resembling a dance involving the complicated manipulation of all the Tech Priest's mechadendrites. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Weiss, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Weiss has been in trance for some time now, attempting to contact the other planets in the Von Valancius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Voigtvir's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is able to do so. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. Master at Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, at whom they are too many for him to take leave from the chapel. And Mistress Sauerbach, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master at Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voigtvir. All other presents are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make records of a record of proceedings. Okay. Let's see. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told, but just ask anyone. We got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins, every second officer is dead, and now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to Void knows where. Silence, bitch. Silence. Silence, wench. The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Forces seize this mutineer. Ayo. Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, and that's not bad at all. Your lordship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides, find a replacement, that is, for we have already one lined up. Stand down, release. I mean, I could go dogmatic. Yeah, let's go dogmatic. Execute him. Consider it done. Take him away. That's the rules. The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge as he was led to his fate. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's reports. Yes, Lord Captain, the tall man bows his head. Ooh, let me take a look at his. Hey, he looks pretty cool. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of materials lost and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low voice pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He could take the heat, so to speak. Okay. Factotum, what have you to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the Tech Priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are matter for the rogue trader. Especially true given Caligus Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and that kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planet. Rumbles Abelard, frowning. Alright, Drives Master, what you got? Zira Talar. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine... Let me see what the warp engine is. Alternate dimension of pure energy... Oh, never mind. Okay, machine spirits. Okay. Trusted enemy to my charge is unarmed, thanks to Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement and as soon as possible. Would someone care to translate the esteemed Rise Master words? I mean, it's kind of straightforward, I guess. I see. Thank you. Tech Priest bows her head. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ships sound more or less, but without a proper Engine Seer Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set up as much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Oh, that's a fucked up, thing to think about. Your Lordship, if you will allow me to... Which film Mark Pierce Brosnan's debut as the iconic spy James Bond, codenamed 007? Find out what the ads end. Ooh, I forgot what movie that is. Your Lordship... if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. One of them was a novice Nobilite station, an ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allow them to safely guide warp-capable void ships through the Immaterium. The station maintains complex Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. Okay, if I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go around and around this system till our heads are swimming as long as the Promethium and supplies last. And if any thick-ass rock shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't worry on that score. To summarize, we have sustained losses in crew members, and we require a new Engine Seer Prime and Navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station. The massive void port on the edge of the Coronis Expanse, a notorious hotbed of vice, trade, and rogue trader intrigue. Home to the only dockyard in this sector, but we will never reach Goldeneye. I thought it was Goldeneye. We will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. And can you tell me about the system in which we are currently found ourselves in? I cede to the Vox Master on this point, Mr. Solomon. We are in the Rykad solar system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your Lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system, and Rykad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what is most alarming is that our Augurs, that's what I'm saying it is, sensor technology that allows void ships to scan planets, spot enemies, and obtain various other kinds of crucial data at great distances, have intercepted signals from the surface that seems to indicate ongoing hostilities on the planet. The situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, tech priest, and new crew members, we will be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Novus Nobilite station to find out what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Let's go. Your lordship, there's one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to the system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, oh shit, secret, the Hand of the Emperor, chief architect of his will in the Cronus Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You're referring to the contents of the note, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC, Xavier Calcazar. Powerful, mysterious figure. Okay, I didn't even get to read that. Land on Rycat Minoris. Visit Rykati Phyllis, the prison planetoid. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich van Calix. An interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere on this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibunda system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual, and the authorities in this system, either the Naevus Nobilite or the Governor of Ryken Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valentius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Ayo, Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering from some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One words burst from her lips. Daybreak. If there's something else of value, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Okay, Idira, come to your senses. Damn it, Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard, my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything, Mistress Bless? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know of anything, I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions. I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. Something else of value to report? I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Okay, I kind of want to talk to them, because they did say that they wanted to use this to set the map on the center of the bridge to issue orders to the crew. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly save before I forget to do that. Okay. Can't be equipped by this character and requires field medic or base skill medic A, which I do not have. So who is an iconoclast, though? He's an iconoclast. But how do you see that, though? Weapons. I kind of want to see, can he do dual wielding? So that looks like a yes. Maybe give him double axe. I have an axe, right? Yeah, I'll take the where's that well-maintained last gun? I'm gonna use that. What's this? Gains a 3+ tech bonus. And then this one is, whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious, all their allies get +1 damage. Okay. Got 4 las pistols. Okay. Let's go back to him. Let's switch out the axes. There we go. So it has it's not as armor penetrating as the sword, but axes are a special attack that inflicts bleeding. Got a melt to charge or machine right set. Okay. Should got an armor buddy glove, blade shard. So I think I will give him the mantle of heroism.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
There we go. Let's go. Looks badass. Scrappy autogun. 2-handed a ranged weapon, light. Las pistol. It does equal damage, but less range and fire rate. Let's go ahead and slap that on her. Let her keep the bolt gun. Though the auto pistol, I kind of want to switch it out for the las pistol. There we go. But you can't put them together. Oh, you can. What the fuck? Okay. That is good to know. Or we could dual wield 2 las pistols. Let's fucking go. Nah, I want to keep the well-maintained las gun. Okay, let's go talk to everybody. There's Abelard, there's Idira. What's this? High Effectorum, and there's her. Let's go talk to the sister. She said that she had a request, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what it is that she's requesting. Argenta, there she is. Sister Argenta looks tired. There are dark circles under her eyes. Her hair is somewhat disheveled, and she moves like she's a little on edge. Rogue Trader, tell me about... You said you had a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader. The
Hey yo,
accursed
heretic, I
servants
mean
of
hello.
Chaos who assaulted this ship took
How
the
you doing,
lives
Angel?
of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancius territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
Let's be nice. Okay, hold on. Doing all right. Was out this morning looking as possibly getting a new monitor. Hey, yo, let's go. I will meet with them. No formalities needed. There are the children. These are the children of the people who gave their lives for the Von Valancius dynasty. My consideration is the least that they deserve.
I will pass on your instructions. Thank you for taking my request to heart.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, so we get to meet with them. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a quick shout out. Shout out Angarius Angel. The motley group of adolescents do not take their eyes off you, gazing at you as if you were a creature straight from a fairy tale. Angarius Angel, a retired Archangel of Wrath, turned friendly viewer, now streams model painting in the occasional game. As he and VTuber dives into the grim darkness of the far future, battling crime and committing intergalactic police brutality in Warhammer 40k Darktide. Celestial Beanie with a penchant for gaming. Let's go. Continue. Our indefatigable... Oh, what the fuck does that even mean? Indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna Google that real quick because that's a tongue twister for me. Indefatigable pronunciation. Hold on.
Indefatigable.
Indefatigable. Okay. Got it. Zara was not interesting and not wrong. That was interesting, yes it was. The indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. Abelard glances at the gathered children. It is hardly the Schola Progenium here, division of the ecclesiarchy responsible for the upbringing, education, and training of orphans, of those whose offspring have died in service in the Imperium, but we have provided the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. Argenta is standing to the side of the group. At your approach, she perks up and announces her voice ringing. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House von Valancius. You notice Infernus Master Heinrich Montek standing a few pieces away from the orphans. He watches you with approval and bows respectfully when you meet his gaze. Grandly address the group. Smile at the group. Greets you, brave ones. Address these chaperones. Give them treats and escort them to their homes. I believe a minute of beholding is great enough. You serve as a teacher in your spare time? Okay. Not at all, your lordship. I'm just looking out for them. It's the Infernus way to help folks in trouble. It's our job after all. So we chip in rations here and there and make sure nobody gives them a hard time. We take the older ones into the clan's care if they want. Many in the guild are not our family by blood, but by circumstance. I, Rogue Trader and Lord Captain, will speak to you now. Your parents gave their lives for a just cause and brought honor to the Von Valancius banners and those of the Imperium. I am proud of them, and I believe that you will become their worthy heirs. The old captain greets your brave ones. Teenagers keep staring at you, a girl who has remained close to Argenta smiles uncertainly. A skinny, pale lad tries to throw his shoulders back and stand at attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his... But yeah, with streams, games, and the like going 2K, I think it's a smart move to look into a new monitor. Especially since if you don't have a 2K monitor, best view settings end up capping at 720 and won't allow you to switch back to 1080p. Oh, that sucks. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in the dozens for you, noble lot, and you just give us speeches." Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes her in her dark eyes, like she wants to both calm and scold him for his impudence. Hold on. If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen. Yeah, I want to be nice. The boy smiles grimly. It doesn't matter what we say. It won't bring our parents back, and it won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away on the ship until we drop and die like our folks or worse. I understand your grief and dismay. Your parents died. It's not an easy thing to go through, but they gave their lives for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, and for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable fate with disdain and anger. Yes, that sounds like a better answer. You heard the rogue trader. His words carry the wisdom of the Imperium. Aw. It's hard to say whether your words have left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches himself and gives you an awkward bow. Abelard gives a sign, and servants immediately emerge carrying packaged treats with Von Valancius ablaze on the wrappers. It appears that the Seneschal came prepared for any contingency. Aw. Yeah, I get it. Gotta be nice to the kids. Argenta rubs her temples pensively. She smiles and offers a few more words of encouragement and leaves the bay. Okay. All right. Let's see who is next. I wanted to also speak to the other chick. What was her name again? Adira, there we go. Let's go talk to Adira. She is below, so she's right there. Let's go talk to her. The tall, middle-aged woman stares straight ahead, her eyes vacant as she rubs the implant at her temple. Her collar is undone and one of the clasps is on the verge of falling off. Sensing your presence, Adira turns her head toward you and offers you a crooked smile, even as her eyes look right through you. I'd like to hear your augury idea. What waits me in the future? Did you know Theodora von Valentia well?
None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well, not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off if I ever listened to anything in the warp about her without her permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong, only when I was asked. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice.
What's it like being a psyker?
Lord Captain, forgive me, but it would be like talking to a person born blind about colors. I could spend hours explaining, but it wouldn't make any sense to you. Every psyker feels their connection with the warp in their own way. One person might see spots and shadows out of the corner of their eye. Another feels fingers running down their spine. As for me, I've got a door in my head. One that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try. I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen in more closely. But I usually just try not to notice it.
How do you live with the whispering in your head?
Training, habit, and a little amasec and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow.
But what would happen if your door burst open?
Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight.
It's pretty much like demonic possession, right? If they, like, actually get in her head. Aren't you afraid of losing control? Can you see my future?
All right.
And Gilzanose
That's
looks
what I'm
around,
here
then she
for,
wipes
after all.
her hands, gives her head
So,
a
I'm just
shake, and
going
finally
to
nods.
Lean on that door in my head a little more, prick up my ears, and listen to what the warp's got to say about you. If you'll allow it, I can listen right now.
Sure.
All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Adira laughs, rubs her hands together, and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face, her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps on your skin, and your collar begin to waver ever so slightly as if moved by a breeze from a half-open door.
Seek not on firm ground, but in a golden hall suspended in the void. There waits a child without kin, but with a name blind to truth. She draws the brush across the canvas and does not notice that her palette is full not of paint, but of blood. And with each smear, this well does not deplete, but fills and fills up to the brim. One thing is clear. When this vessel overflows, none will remain unstained.
Okay.
Among the blind men and false prophets, a red-robed sage seeks the answer to a question. He does not know that it is not the answer he must seek, but the question that will draw everything into focus. Will you help him, Rogue Trader? But mark that sometimes ignorance is sweeter than oblivion. A chained hound chases after glimmers of the aurora, but sparks in the scent of oil confound his nose. A chain trails after him. What will happen if you pick it up? Will you become his master, or merely another beast in the pack of his true lord? The glow of dawn bursts forth from its prison. Dungeon walls cannot contain the dark essence wallowing in the dust. A naive cub pushes his nose into a familiar hand, one that holds death in twisted glass. Cherish it or cast it off as a burden.
The sword of change has already been raised. What is one more life to it?
I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in, somehow. But for now...
Where do you come from?
Lyra, an outlying world in the Heathen Stars region. In the Coronis Expanse, the deeper you go, the less visible the Astronomicon gets, and the less people know about the Imperium. The arrival of a rogue trader is the best thing that can happen to a world like that. The very best.
How did you end up in the rogue trader service?
Theodora von Valancius paid a visit to the ruler I was serving at the time. I don't know what the visit was for, and it's no business of mine anyway. I can still remember the way the voices in my head changed when I looked at her. They were practically screaming. She had so much behind her, and plenty ahead of her too. And as I gawped at her, all of a sudden I heard a whisper. A hint, a suggestion, nothing more. But I know the difference between idle chatter and a real threat. I seized my chance and approached Theodora. I managed to whisper a couple of words in her ear before the wardens dragged me away. They beat me and locked me up. No wonder. It wasn't my place to converse with outsiders. And then, Theodora's people came for me. They broke down the wall, butchered their guards, also I could tell them my warning in full. So I said the rest, but I didn't want to go back to my old life. And so I entered the service of the von Valancius dynasty. Of course, Lord Captain.
Let's leave it at that for now.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Okay, now let's go ahead and let's take a look at our stuff here. Argenta asked her to talk with her on the ship. I wish you can hide quest looking for trouble. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. New blood. That's completed, right? Cruel losses suffered during the cultist raid can be remedied by Rykut Minoris. Machine Spirit Keeper. Requires a new engines here. Might be found somewhere in the system. No, do not show completed quests. That's annoying as hell. Needs a new navigator. Okay. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk to Abelard. And let's see what he's got to say to me.
Lord Captain?
Let's talk about things that may be useful to me as a rogue trader.
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Outline the situation of the Coronis Expanse for me. What do I need to know and keep in mind?
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words, the Coronis Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels. Until recently, the Coronis Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical.
Angel rebrand.
But ones that allow for a
kind of
non-standard
more
approach
like
where there is
a name
promise of victory.
change.
The Coronis Expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the
But it's a
unexplored
Mura,
part of
cutie
the
Mura.
Expanse. And in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
Who are the main players I need to be aware of in the Coronis Expanse?
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured to the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse.
Okay.
The most powerful of them are Kalagos Winterscale and Incendia Bastal Chorda. Tread carefully when dealing with either of them.
Okay.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining Ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces, and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda. And finally, the third faction, the Explorators, a wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are willing to die and kill for the secrets of the ancient technological heresies that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
Alright, and Conrad, our previous Master of Whispers, what can you tell me about his betrayal? What do you think he'll do next?
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. But when we next find ourselves in a civilized port, with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Voigtveer. That he committed his treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgivable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years, and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect. But everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You thwarted his plans, his meticulously plotted and nurtured treachery. He is sure to attempt to strike at you, and he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. The only question, Lord Captain, is whether you will be able to anticipate his next steps. As you wish, Lord Captain.
You may call me by my first name if you wish.
I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
I must take my leave until next time, Seneschal.
Lord Captain.
Okay, let's go ahead and touch the map and see what we can do. Alright, the events of Warhammer 40k take place in a vast region of space known as the Coronis Expanse. The sector is composed of numerous star systems, many of which you will get a chance to visit. You will find yourself scouring the void in search of routes leading to new uncharted systems, discovering more routes as you explore the Expanse. What you see before you is the map of one such system. Each star system contains objects you can interact with. Such objects are marked as points of interest. Move your ship to a point of interest and click left mouse button to initiate the event or open the planet view. Oh. Alright, so is this us? Where are we? Oh, this is us. Let's see. What are you? Okay, this is the guide. Make contact with the Novice Nobilite Station. Okay. Voxmaster Vigdis. Lord Captain reporting the heralds of the Novus Nova Light continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Urek 5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Novus Nova Light House requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Order the Augur crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static in Vigdis' measured voice. The officer from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators, heralds, ignoring us? Contact the station again, I will negotiate personally. The Vox relays the cadence sound of grinding gears and clicking tumblers. I'm sorry, Lord Captain, the station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Okay. Okay. Question now is... Profit factor is a representation of the relative value of the rogue trader's warrant of trade and what opportunities and resources it can call upon. Adamantine... Weapons, Promethium, mechanisms, plasteel, people. Okay, so question now is, let's order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Choose your party members. Oh, yep. Oh, we can get up to 6 party members. Interesting. That's good to know. Assassins are exemplary at evading enemy attacks and then delivering their own devastating blows, melee or range. They benefit from high dodge and dodge reduction as well as precise planned attacks on enemy weak spots. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Oh shit. That is a shotgun.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
No shit.
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you'll be consigned to oblivion for your transgression against House Orselio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute these infidels. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests in the station. Tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. 2 jet-black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid on the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Sea of Souls. An alternate dimension of pure energy and oh, it's pretty much a warp thing. Got it. Desist, brother. It was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. Keep talking to me this way and I'll make you swallow your own tongue. Navigator frowns. No one has the right to interpret his will so freely, brother. But wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be a lord of the von Valancius dynasty, yes? I am absolutely positive, in fact. And since fate has brought such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of the station. So you did not come to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Uruk V is a holy sanctum for House Orselio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. I come here in search of a navigator. I'm looking for the Lord Inquisitor's interrogator, one Heinrich van Calix. Do you know anything about his present location? The Lord Inquisitor's interrogator? I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. What is happening on the station where all these corpses come from? Betrayal, a most banal thing in the life of the Nobilite, don't you think? I was stabbed and search for the interrogator on the Novus Nobilite station failed to yield any results. I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Uruk V and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish into the darkness of the void. Felix falls silent for a few moments and then furiously slams the end of his staff on the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. I still have questions concerning the situation on the station. Our idle chattel will not save Cassia, but if you need to be sure of something before you can help, so be it. Why did you not respond to the messages from Rykard Minoris? I have already said Uruk V is sacrosanct. It is the holy domain of the Novus Nobilite, and it is forbidden for commoners from the world below. We had hoped to solve the crisis on our own, but the situation spiraled out of control. We could not establish contact because the traitors had disabled our equipment. Okay. Tell me about your mistress. Regretfully, I'm not allowed to discuss my mistress, whether with her retinue or the outsiders. She will tell you about herself personally if she feels like it. That is assuming she survives. I'm begging you not to waste any more of our precious time, for it is running out. My man reported the station is in a deplorable state. Irritably brushes away a strand of bloodied hair. Trust me, I should know. Everything has happened too quickly. There were dozens of reports of accidents, victims, and failing systems. But the only precious thing about us is Lady Cassia's life. Everything else is futile and can be easily replenished. What makes you think your mistress is still alive? Sparkler conserve flexes in the black pits of Felix's eyes. You may not believe me, but Lady Cassia is capable of... Navigator cringes, seemingly in pain and furiously exhales incredible things. Not even the traitor Theobald can easily harness her power. Okay, so she is Psyker. Alright, what kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Felix takes his hand away from his rib cage and notices blood and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't gotten many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Why should I help you? I came to the station for a reason. House Orselio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved, but if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it Risha's influence or the power of our navigators. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly performed the rite of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. How am I supposed to power the elevator? Station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence, and the secret mechanism will do the rest. If so, Sompil, why don't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory and the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Naevus Nobilite or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength and something which I currently happen to lack. I guess that makes sense. So, have you decided, descendant of the Von Valentius line? I'll arrest your men, but in return I require that I sign a contract with my protectorate. It'll be an honor to save the Lady Navigator from her woes. Felix nods curtly. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, rogue trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you. Received items, Phylactery of Blood. Alright, let's see. Anything that we can actually look at? Oh, goods. We got some goods. Shards of Crystallized Darkness. Examine.
The whispers told me how.
Corpses were mauled by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. The faces are twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, and cutlery. Fused, huh? Okay. So let's see if we're able to jump this. We have a high athletics, so we should...
Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
Cast your eye there.
Oh shit. Trap, disarm.
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon
There's a trap ahead. In order for you to
wicked
there's a trapped area and or fails the test to disarm, the trap will trigger, dealing damage and inflicting injuries on all characters within its effective area. Sometimes you will see a trap. Oh god, I got about to sneeze. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't mean to sneeze in your ears. This line leads to the mechanism that controls the line. However, hover your cursor over the mechanism. If the cursor changes to a trap icon, the trap can be disarmed by interacting with the mechanism. Click left mouse button on the mechanism to attempt to disarm the trap. If you have your entire party selected, the character with the highest relevant skill will go to disrupt the trap. If a trap is marked with a red area without a dotted line, simply approach the trap and click on it to test it to attempt a disarm test. Let's see what this is. The Lady Navigator statue looks pristine and new. Okay. I do see some enemies over here.
Would you look at that?
The Emperor favors me today.
Let's see. Are we able to go over here? Oh, we can. Examine Medicae.
That's how it's done.
Most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open. Damn.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh shit. Stand firm and we must not let the miscreants defile House Orselio. Miscreants. Fire at will for House Orselio. Okay, time for combat.
I'll make an example out of you.
In combat, you could significantly increase the animation speed of your enemies and allies. To do so, hold the assigned key by default. In the options menu, you could change it. Oh, okay. Okay, let's put you, like, right here. You go, like, right here. You go right here. And for now, you go right here. Okay, let's start the battle. Alright, Sister Argenta, let's see what you got. Can you take them both out?
As the Emperor commands, strike, friend.
Hey yo, nice job. Oh, damn.
Weapon at the ready.
Oh, bitch.
I've suffered worse.
Let's see, what's the chance to hit here? I have a few enemies that I can hit. Tis but a scratch, right? Hold on, let's try a running gun real quick. Can we make it over here? We can. And let's see, who can we hit then? Okay, let's attempt to hit him then, because it looks like that's the best one we got.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Oh, damn, I actually managed to hit him. Nice. Guard Medicaid. Okay, we gotta take out the Medicaid guy then, too, huh?
Follow my lead.
Yep. Damn it.
Break their morale.
He's now standing in the open. Okay, so we're gonna have to move her up too. If I were to move you here and do a chain, you would still be too far away. Dang it. Okay. Let's move her up,
Cover me!
like, as fast as I can. And then probably scream.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Damn. Like, the head just exploded. Alright. Alright. Abelard, let's see. You got double axes. I'm gonna expect you to, like, hit him. Hit him real good.
A tactically sound approach.
And probably use, like, charge to, like, get to cover then.
Indeed.
There we go.
Stay vigilant.
Squad commander.
My faith strengthens me. Brace yourself, Abelard.
Get fucked. He can't hit me.
I've suffered worse.
Alright, can you hit this asshole from here? Kind of. Yeah, the bolt gun honestly has like really good let's see what this does. Grants momentum equal to 6. Ability could also grant an additional for each enemy that either the 5-slow radius from the sister was hit by her this turn. Alright, let's try to run and gun. See if we can move her closer. And then see if we can do this. Or a single shot would probably be best. Let's try this out. No, let's try hitting him.
You can do this, but not by much.
Ah! I accidentally hit him in the face. Dang it.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I
So
act.
she should be able to get more. Yep, there we go.
Just a minor setback.
We're gonna have to use a skill on him for temporary health. Okay, let's see. Should I move closer? Let's move closer a little bit. And then see who we could shoot for good damage. They are currently just standing around, so we can hit him. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Nice hit.
Follow my lead.
I gotta kill that Medicaid guy real quick. Okay. Now you... Are you within range to use this? You are. Alright, let's give it a shot.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
Yeah, failed degradation. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, let's do Endure. And then let's move as far up as we can.
Tested tactics are the best ones.
Why does his voice sound like, the clone trooper? Why does he sound like Jango Fett? Too far. Let's move him up this way. Yeah, let's move up this way.
Victory is imminent. Break their morale.
You missed.
Stay vigilant.
Missed again. Gotta take out the beach.
My faith strengthens me.
Okay. Probably move her up a little bit closer too. When is she able to use running gun again? Another one more round. Got it. Okay. Let's move her over here. And then do this. There we go. Good hits, good hits. Probably good time to reload though.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith shields me.
Okay. And let's do run and gun on him. And then move him up to cover. And then do this. No, how about just a single shot? No? Ah, stop it. There we go. Let's do that.
As good as done.
There you go. Nice job. Let's see. Let's wait until next round to use that. Alright, Adira. Are you able to hit him with a screen?
But of course. Farewell.
Good job. Alright, Abelard, I'm gonna get you. Let's go up there and smack him. Endure again. Move up here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Get wrecked. Warming restores all AP and MP and gaze. Okay, let's go ahead and do that.
The stars themselves.
Okay, move up. And then hold on, strike, swing, cleave, or sweep. Now we could just go ahead and do that.
Follow my lead. I took care of this one.
Alright. One guy left.
Nothing.
Let's move her up to better cover then, and then have her do this one, volley fire, real quick. Hopefully we can get a good hits.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Hey yo, nice job. Battle's done.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us not dawdle. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the goods. What's this? Mutated flesh sample. Anybody, like, injured? No, nobody's injured yet. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and grab the goods.
Over there!
What's this? Meteorite chunk? Ooh, what do we find? Ooh, what's this? Ooh, we got a new gun. Ripper auto pistol and a frag grenade. Ooh, interesting. You have found a consumable item. Grenades, stimulants, medikits, and other consumables can be placed in a quick slot. To do this, double click, blah, blah, blah. Using consumables spends action points. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and loot the guard. See what we can get. Another pistol. Oh, there's more guards. Let's go over here real quick. Ooh, flak chest plate. With las guns, scrappy, okay. Scrappy doo. Okay, so I'll go over here.
Keep your wits about you.
The flak armor would be pretty nice, though. Hold on, let me open up my guy real quick. It's got an auto pistol, and we got another auto pistol, right? So he has a scrappy auto pistol. Oh, it's pretty much a better version of the auto pistol that I got. It does more damage, but less penetration. I can roll with that. Go double pistol. I wonder if that even does anything. Oh wait, you have to press a button to dual wield? What the fuck? Oh, never mind. I'm a dummy. All right, let's see what we got here. Flak chest plate. Oh, flak chest plate is one that I already got. Sweet. Okay, how about you? What's your armor? Dodge penalty. Wearing this armor will dodge 45% of average enemy attacks in this chapter. This armor reduces the incoming damage of average enemy attacks in this chapter by 10. Okay. Last pistol and avoid psychic staff. Okay. What about you? You got mesh chest plate, which is pretty much a better version. Yep, you got a better one. And what about you? You got Seneschal's trusty carapace. No, you're good. I will use a grenade. Hold on. What skill does that with? Deals impact damage, and then this attack also has 20%. Let's go ahead and put you in there. Alright, who is able to use that? Okay, split. Put one on you. Oh, you have two already? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, what else? Put all grenades onto you. Oh, it's one per slot. Dang it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's go ahead and keep looting. More flak armor, las gun, las pistol. Let's go ahead and get more goods. What's this? Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to Child's personal guard. By the God Emperor, well, you are just a strapping lad. We'll probably make it for a cycle of 3. It has worn down better men than me. Hold on. In which year did the breakfast tables around the world start to see the iconic cornflakes from Kellogg's Company? 1906. Oh, damn, that's pretty old. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn into mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like the little shit stain that kept stealing our Ilho. Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Another scrappy auto gun. Library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, from Astra Militarum tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus Genitors. Alright, is there a door that I'm missing? No, I'm not missing anything over here? Okay. A couple doors here. We'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and loot. Oh, damn, he exploded. Oh, got more las guns. Las pistol. Sword. Some more flak armor. Okay. Some goods. Let's go ahead and grab you. What's this? Pontius Siphius Galatius, on the training of worthy servants at the court of the Navis Nobilite. Good Major Domo attempts to nurture only the finest of flowers in the garden. That is their master's life. Therefore, no new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care so that the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the vile thorns to cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Okay, let's go ahead and grab you. What's over here?
Always
Hey.
keep your eye on
Oh.
the prize.
What's that?
Shaisa. Hey, what's up, gamer? How you doing?
Never doubt me.
Ooh, let's see what we got here.
Damn warp. If we'd been in real space, I'd have.
She's freaking out, man. Doing
Spare
well.
me your wailing, witch. Every voice that sounds in your mind is a whisper of the archenemy.
I always have a backup plan.
Clear athletics. Open door.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Yeah, he sounds like the guy who played
Look no further.
hold on. Oh shit, he dodged it. Let's go. He dodged it like a pro. What's this? Hollowed fingerbone charms. Let's go. So we got some enemies here. Okay. What happens if I open this door?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Ooh. Let's do tech. I got 93% chance of opening.
I always get the job done.
Let's go. Okay, well, let's see what happens if we go over here. Did you hear it screams? Move. Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Oh, they're probably hearing like some warp shit right now. Now I see. You are in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. What the fuck? Sir, what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself, sir. I know you are all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered, hey, who are you? What the fuck? So did he just kill himself? Head trauma. Crippled arm. Wait, so why is this showing up then? Are they still alive? Lasgun, scrappy auto pistol. I've been having fun with Darktide's new class. Oh yeah, the arbitrator. Yeah, they're great. Data Crypt H41 OK. And I already see the Courage the Cowardly Dog memes popping up. I know, right? The things I do for love.
Is there money to be made?
Research notes of Novice Laboratorium Custodian Fortunata Arcelio, Part 13. Keeper Theobald. Hold on. There we go. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Novus Nobilite. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the war. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against the corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly and must ready the organ extraction equipment. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised, I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment were recorded to data crypt 8K040H. I'll get back to them later, once I am done with the experiment. Okay, so that's what I picked up. Have I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by Keeper Felix, here's that meteorite, is completely useless, although its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Okay, let's go ahead and take you. Can we put anything in cargo? Unsupported item. What the fuck? Oh yeah, here's the cargo list. Fuck. Cargo capacity 106. Heretic trophies, provisions. Oh, so we already got a lot of stuff. Okay. Phylactery of blood. Anything else I can move in there? No? Okay, yeah, I can, technically. Navigator flesh sample. Okay, so they're doing some experiments here. Servants. Yo, what the fuck? Oof. Let's talk to this guy. Where is the child? Is she safe? The fuck? For some reason, the archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. Okay, so yeah, chaos corruption.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh. Yeah, I kind of like the class too. The class is a lot of fun. I called my dog, I called my guy Judge Dredd. Ooh. Longlass. Ooh. I named mine Scooby. Carapace chestplate. What's the difference? Oh. And a fire grenade. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna open my character up real quick. Carapace chestplate. So it looks like it's a better version of the flak chestplate and has a better, like, dodge chance. And my character is Clarice. Hello, Clarice. Longlass. Yeah, the Longlass sounds like it'll be pretty good. It has better armor pen, better dodge reduction, and additional hit chance of 25. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. Hey, yo, look at that.
I always keep my options open.
Yeah, I'm Judge Dredd, and I just named my dog Theodore because, you know, I love my dog. Awaken the Cogitator Spirit. The Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The button switches and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Awaken the Cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The Cogitator's insides. Oh yeah, Tarkov is starting their pre-wipe early. I heard it's gonna be their final wipe. Marked rooms are loaded with loot. Oh yeah. The Cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the Cogitator's systems. Examine the log. The archive data stored, data crypt, okay, let's see what we got here, Vox report. This is Officer A282. Do you copy several generators overheated in the lower floors are on power? The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Request backup. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. The crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior stations officer. Marked rooms are loaded with loot. I need to get back into Tarkov. I miss Tarkov. Senior station officers, this is Captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor, you hear? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The box recordings are too badly distorted to make out a single word. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. Servants who are close to the child started butchering one another again, and an order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Data expunged. Examine the station's docking log. Identity confirmed. Region Aranto Arcelio. Date visited classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Okay. Examine the security and life support logs. Warning, damage in technical compartments A12, B3, D8, H24 detected. Warning, living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning, unable to access the station's docking system. Warning, energy regulation systems unknown error. Station will transfer over to emergency power. Ah, God, what's wrong with me? Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning, view the encrypted data. Required access level security or above. Current senior security officer. Ooh, let's try this. Break through the machine guardian's defenses. Success. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the secret machine. The cogitator's overloaded processes were unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete. Picture flow disable, access code, annual station controls delete, activate shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Exploring their archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, only the keepers of the station have access to the life support system, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Return to the list of available commands. Request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Felic Orcelio, alive. Theobald Orcelio, alive. Calomira, deceased. And pretty much everyone else is deceased. The child, located upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress level exceeds the permissible limit. Oh, that's probably, the child is probably the mistress. I'll switch to the main chamber controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start tuning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to the station, or at least parts that still obey the cogitator. Open all doors on the level, return to... Okay. The cogitator vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirits had fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect as it fills with static just a few minutes later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst a flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted, processing error. Something is required. Oh, shit. Fuck. Let's try this one. Several cogitators took a moment, according to the report, the door has been already been opened. Door has already been opened. You push, according to the data, the compartment you were trying to open is depressurized. Got it. Cogitator takes a few moments to gather data from the station's active systems and produces the following message. The protocol has been executed, the patch has been opened. See what this does. Cogitator, the door has already been opened. What the fuck? Oh, it takes us back to the door here. Got it. Okay, that's cool. That is good to know. Okay, and lastly, this one. Main elevator controls. If you manipulations with the switch to make you rise the elevator to the upper chambers is blocked. Activate the elevator. Processing query confirmed. Return to the list of available commands. The power for the elevator must be restored using the cogitator node, okay? And call Rykad Minoris for help. The system cannot canary despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanisms. Okay, step away from the cogitator. You thank the machine spirits and reset the operating protocol. Yes, we gotta thank the machine spirits. Oh, I wonder what's over here. Clear. Let's clear that.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Goods. Ooh. Mars pattern. Sword. Noble silk gloves. Wearer gains a 5% plus 5 bonus to persuasion. Okay. Who has the best persuasion skill? $30, $30, $30, $35. I'll just give it to him for right now. But Mars pattern, dodge reduction. Oh, okay, so this sword is slightly better, it seems. Well-maintained lasgun. Yeah, he's mostly a melee character, so we'll just stick to melee then. But I wonder if somebody can also make do with the las pistol, the better las gun. Rough, bloody sketch. A crumpled of sheet of paper with a drawing of a tall woman. What? And dark-eyed monster painted with fresh blood. Oh, how do we get that? Oh. Warp Seer's Goggles grants a WP bonus to lore. Hold on. Willpower bonus to lore war. Okay. Oh, you must not have features. Adeptus Astartes equipment, Drakari equipment. Okay. Okay, so that looks like it might be pretty good for her. Yep, looks pretty good.
Keep your wits about you.
Well, and I also have this. What does this do? Logic. Who would make use of the logic one better? Logic. Here we go. Logic, I believe, is for hacking, if I'm correct. Theodora's Rosary. Yep. So, I mean, I could technically put this on, but at the same time, Helmet of the Devoted. Higher Dogmatic, this grants wear immunity to enemy critical hits for the first 3 rounds of battle. Let's just go ahead and just put that on. Hey, yo, look at that. He looks badass. How about you? Are you able to take it? Yes, you are. Though I like the Adeptus Sororitas, yo, what the fuck? Heresy has found its way into the halls of this esteemed house. Yeah, I see the eyes. They decrypt H40K. Is there anything else I can take a look here, or no? No? Is that everything? Yep, okay. Let's keep going this way. Goods, Medicaid.
I always get
Synthetic amniotic fluids pool across the floor. Barely discernible traces. Hold on. Stretch to the side opposite the entrance. Okay, let's see what this is. The caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. So we're getting all this crap. What is it? Oh, biogel, black water, unidentified acid. I wonder if it helps us with something like quest related. Psi crystal. Like flesh sample. Let's open the door.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Let's see what's going on. Transducer, remake the control rod. Lady Cassius's Medicaid. Let's talk to him. Can we talk to him? They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Oh, this is where you put everything. Okay, reagent flask. Which I do not have. Hold on. Data crystal. Data crypt connector. Oh, shit. Okay, which one is the correct one? Fuck. Tissue flask. Mutated flesh, navigator flesh sample. Ooh, okay. Okay, we're gonna have to figure something out here. Let's take a look and see if we could find anything with, like, notes. Here we go. Research notes of Novus Laboratorium Custodian Fortunata Marcelio, Part 12. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty, and strongly recommend finely grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. hold on. Okay, let's take a look at that. We got unidentified acid, biogel, black water. We got the psi crystal. I wonder if it will allow us to do something here. We'll see. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The tech priest blessed this data crypt H41OK for the calculated number of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. Data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. It should remain the Technomass to deliver the secret mechanisms into Magos Dioctius's capable hands. Okay, so H41OK. Do we have that? Yeah, here it is. Data crypt carries a half-effaced inscription. Hold on. What's this do then? So there's something that can be done here. Let's do so. Okay, let's keep looting everything in case we find something. Adamantine. There's the other goods.
Fate and fortune favor the bold. I know how to take risks.
Let's see what this is. Laboratory journal. Okay, let's take a look at that next. Info. Okay. Experimental section. The child's influence on psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Test subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissues of its internal environment. Oh, so they essentially bled out through their eyes? What the fuck? The individual with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later, sensitive wounds on the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. The test subjects died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to this child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death: severe head injuries caused by impacting the walls of the floor. Paralyzed patient who lost ability to speak due to the shock caused by manufactorum accident. Male. Test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. During Regent Arontoselli's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely trying to carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. A lengthy conversation was prohibitive due to the servant's lack of a tongue. Subgroup: a defective offspring of Lord P. Ocelio, pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation, owing to the mutation of tissue required for installation of the obligatory augmentations that merge one's consciousness with the vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind. Female. Oh. So you're saying that because she's a woman, that she's not feeble-minded? Is that what you're saying? Okay. The test subjects mirrored the child's exact actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amo Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of from their face and died from the resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. Okay, so something is going on in here that I can do. Let's do the control rod real quick. Restart the elevator. Return to Felic. Okay, transducer. So let's read that thing real quick and see. Hold on. There's Guardian. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. Praised. I'm lucky to have had on my shoulder after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. So it's this one. The adamantine protects it. And we don't use the black water. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we probably introduce a more compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment were recorded to Datacrypt K04H. We'll get back to them once I'm done with that, with 41OK. Let's try putting something in here. Let's try this. Close. And it gives us dust, right? Yeah, adamantine dust, okay. But what if I use it again, but for the crystal? It didn't say it needed to be dust, right? Hold on. Mutated mostly to the crystal scale dynasty. Do not use acid. I strongly recommend finely grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Got it. Okay, so it does need to be ground up. Okay. So let's go ahead and put you in there. What happens if we put it back in there? No, we can't put it back in there. Okay. And it said do not use acid. Corrupted flesh, which would be this one. Mutated flesh sample. Of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winter Scale. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid. Under innocent, trust me, you'll not like having to tend to the burns. Because more basic, one more thing, tech priest blast at 41. Okay, so it requires another catalyst, just not acid. All right, tissue flask. Let's try this one. Let's try this one first. Datacrypt connector. Oh, that's right. Shit, I gotta read that again. Info. Okay. All right, 41 OK is what we need. And then catalyst flask. So it did say not to use... It did say not to use acid on it. So let's go ahead and read it one more time. Hold on. Trust me, do not use acid under any circumstances. Something more basic. Oh, something basic. So that would be the black water then, right? And reagent flask. And it said crystal dust. Oh shit. I fucked up, didn't I? I fucked up. I probably should have saved. I was trying to figure out like if it does anything, but whatever. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly save because it's been a while since I saved. Hold on, was there an autosave? Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay. What's this? Oh, so that's the room we just came in from. So let's go ahead and get the fuck out of here. That's where
Rise to the top,
that's
or
where
get left in the dust.
That's where we came in from, so let's go ahead and jump it again.
Unexpected result.
Alright, let's go return to Felix. looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided. His wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is some healthy color under the scales on his cheek. You dealt with threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of the hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. And she says, "Well, crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch. One hiding, a blind man, another a traitor." Tell me more. What paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith and the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. The station has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Felix waves Adar off and looks at you expectantly. I have many questions regarding what happened to this station. You think they are worthy of the life? Who is the child mentioned in the documents and reports found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station servants call Lady Cassia. For the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered one another because of the suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying shutting off the power, and disabling the security system. Too many things required special access only available to keeper of the station. As I'm sure you're aware, there were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Orselio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Eric V and our noble line. I request of a between the station's officer, you were lenient toward them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, that is true. And in the end, I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left nothing of my home. The keeper spits out the last few words with particular bitterness. I saw the security captain's report. Only to keep Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruction program. Ooh. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or first twisted and discussed. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve what little there is left? By the God Emperor, you will keep the slanderous accusations to yourself. Mammon and I were convinced that we were the traitors. A fellow gives an indifferent shrug. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of Nobilu? Enough lies, Felix. I am certain that you are the one behind the coup. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. I'm gonna risk it. Alec nods wearily. I suppose it is time to remove my mask. Congratulations, you got me, but did you really expect me to be sincere this entire time? To welcome you with open arms, an ally of Tisiphone and her monster? The accursed child who has tormented the navigators of House Orselio for years? Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her completely destroy our house, and I cannot let that happen. Maybe you're worrying, but the idea of destroying your house becomes more appealing with every word. Say, Felix, you are obviously quite mistaken. I came here to get myself a navigator, nothing more. You do not? Felix hesitates for quite a while. In that case, accept my sincere apology for the deception and my earlier behavior. I had no intention of making an enemy of Von Valancius heir, nor of destroying the station that served as my home for many years. They left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chambers. An evil, a plague, a pestilence in our bloodline that seeks to destroy House Orselio from within. And Theobald and his followers just mindless fanatics serving this evil. Lady Cassia is a scion of a merciless tyrant, but it is not her relation to Tisiphone that is terrifying. She is a monster whose powers drive servants insane in mere turns. A cursed child who can kill a navigator from the Orselio bloodline with just a look. I alone managed to get close enough to her over the years. She lowered her guard and trusted me. At long last I rid my house of the curse. That is the truth. So perhaps you were ingratiating yourself to me, hoping I will let my guard down. It must have been terrible to live under a monster's yoke. If this monster's death will convince you to finally leave the station, I will kill her. If your cursed child agrees to become my navigator, I will gladly rid you of this burden. I cannot change the past and dare not hope you will ever trust me again, but I swear my words and my apology are genuine. Did you ever speak the truth? Pity. Felix squares his shoulders and gestures to his guts. I was hoping to find an ally in you, but now you are merely denying the sorrowful end of your story. Prepare to die. Okay, here we go.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Okay. Okay. Let's move you over here. You over here. You over here. And you over here. Alright, start the battle. Tides of time and space. Oh shit. I wonder if I made the right choice. Ooh, let's see what this does. Effective distance 95%, max distance 47. Precise aim shot with a 50% bonus to the effective range of a weapon and a 10% hit chance. Ooh. Hey yo, that's a pretty good hit chance. Let's go. Hold on. What's this do? Oh, damn. That's actually a pretty crazy hit chance. What the fuck? I kind of want to snipe this dude. But we gotta handle the other guys first, so let's go ahead and snipe this guy real quick.
I'll make it happen.
Did I hit? Good, it did hit. What does that do, though? Fresh injury. Oh, it's because he got more than half of his health taken down, so it counts as an injury, so it's now a debuff. Oh my god. Now she's got an injury. Oof. These guys are tough. What the hell? Holy shit, these guys are really fucking tough. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bum rush this guy.
I will do my duty. Target well struck. Indeed. Reduced to dust.
Reduced to dust. Okay.
Weapon at the ready. Follow my lead. Break them around.
I've suffered worse.
Okay. Argenta, let's see what you can do. 45%, you crazy. Let's do a running gun. Okay, let's move her over here. And then have her do this.
Faith without I was
Hey yo, let's go. That's good damage. Okay, let's see. Let's do a psychic scream.
on it.
Okay, next turn. Warp Curse Unleashed.
Stay vigilant.
Rending shots. Alright, I'm gonna have to finish this guy off.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
Hey yo! 34 crit, let's go. Hopefully we can get this pretty quickly. Hold on, what's this? Additional damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies. Okay, this might be a bit of a problem.
Emperor protects the fallen.
Oh, shit. Once a character has suffered a certain number of injuries, these injuries are replaced with trauma. Make use of medikits in time to treat injuries to avoid character suffering traumas. Removing trauma is a more difficult task. It can only be healed by resting on the ship or certain other places suitable for rest. So, can I go up to her?
Someone else can do this.
Wounds requirement not met. Can be removed and fully healed on the Void Ship's bridge. Damn it. Okay. Okay, we can do a cleave here and take them both out.
A tactically sound approach. You attack.
And let's see, can we bum rush him too? Or bum rush this guy? No, let's start bum rushing him. Or him too far. Dang it. I was kind of hoping to put him back into
It will be done.
into cover, but that's not going to work.
I'm still standing. Just barely.
Okay, we got to take this guy out real quick.
Rejoice in battle! You can escape
Let's
the Emperor's
go.
judgment.
That's Felix's turn again. What the fuck? Yo. What the fuck? He went all the way down to 0. That's crazy.
Your end was inevitable.
Good shot. Okay. Gonna have to heal him real quick.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Yep,
Tried
let's
and
go ahead.
tested tactics are the best ones. Let's patch you up.
And then get him closer to the enemy. Let's go.
Follow my lead.
High momentum.
Trying to figure out what to do here. Let's do a run and gun. Get her over here to fire on this guy. Hopefully take him
Guided
out.
by faith.
Oh, well, she missed them all. Okay, go ahead and reload then. Don't run away from me, bitch.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay.
Who, if not, best defense is a good
Ayo.
offense.
Let's go. That's a good hit. Okay, let's go ahead and... Hold on. Let's go ahead and
At your beck and
field.
call.
Let's go here. This over to him. Can we get another hit in?
I took care of this one.
Good kill, good kill. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Weapon at the ready.
I'm enraged. I'll do it.
Oh, hold on.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Wow. How are you missing? Lady, what the fuck? There we go, finally. Talk to the mistress of the station. So she gets back up, good. So what happens if her... Let's see what broken ribs do. Reduces strength and toughness, and action points are reduced. Got it, okay. That was a pretty tough fight, I will say. Flak. Ooh, Ratobi pattern. Shotgun. Okay, let's go ahead and collect all that. And then let's go ahead and grab this thing. Let's see what we got here. Deadshot stub revolver. Staff of House Orselio. Armored body glove. Tactical goggles. Ooh, I would like that. And Keeper's control rod. Hold on. Let's go take a look at that. That item that we just picked up. There we go. So this one does logic, but I want that hit chance and crit hit chance. That's good. Okay, let's see what else we got. Scrappy auto pistol. Can he use that stub revolver though? No, he cannot. Cannot be equipped by this character because it requires a strength of 35. Let's see. That's a las gun, and then we got a special las gun too. If I could find it. There it is. Ratobi pattern las gun. Nah, I want the long las. The long las is pretty good. You, on the other hand, let's see. Is this staff better? Lightning Arc Castigating. Wielder of the staff, power level 6, gains the Lightning Arc ability. Power level affects the damage of this power. Enemies targeted by Cat Navigator powers suffer a -5 penalty to all their characteristics until the end of the Navigator's... Oh, so it's a Navigator specific. Got it. Let's give her the other las gun that we just got. Here it is. There we go. If it turns out that the thing is too much. We've got a las pistol. No, let's give her that just in case. Use a different weapon. Okay. Oh. Where'd she go? Oh, there she's right there. Okay. We got flak and another shotgun. I need to find a store eventually to sell all this crap. And another las gun. Okay. Well, let's turn on. Let's see what happens. I hope I made the right choice.
I always keep my options open.
Uh-oh, I might have made the wrong choice in killing that guy then. The Cassia, the pale figure with unnaturally long limbs, covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with long talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continuously streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Ah, shit. Only now do you notice the third eye on the woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower test succeeded. Okay, thank God. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, and your heart hammers in your chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Adira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, 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 as if my little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. Heresy. Argento looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head and her white hair veils her face. Let's try this one. Lady Cassie, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. Persuasion test succeeded. She warily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you? Zoro von Valencius, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unease settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance at such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald Arcelio, the heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lord Cassio, where are you? Sacred child, throne, preserve. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes up to the young woman's side. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly, sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I am warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of Horus Lacerilo down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged, it's making the Whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. I mean you no harm. I came to seek the Navigator's aid. I'll grant you that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felic's service, so who are you? Zoro von Valencius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Arcelio now asks of you, save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer, think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today, you decide. What is the curse that has taken a hold of everybody in this room? Frowns. Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Arcelio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. I want to know what happened between you and Felic. Felic is my wayward student. He came to Urek 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss. To pervert the centuries-long tradition of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duty to the legacy of the greatest of our novateurs, patriarch or matriarch that rules over Navigator House, the figurative and often biological father or mother of a dynasty. Tisiphone Arcelio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novateur's throne. Bellic accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Ooh, do I want to start pointing fingers right now? Defending myself before strangers. I never thought I would fall so low. The man looks at the moving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the novice nobility. Of the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything for you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every servant. I faithfully protected the child during the coup. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away from with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aranto, acting head of a House Orselio in the Coronis Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I got some reservations about this girl. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. You are talking as though you expect to die here. Theobald shrugs indifferently. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Raise the throne slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's a Medicaid deck on my ship. But Theobald only shakes his head. No, I am the keeper of Urek 5. I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my arrows in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or far-fetched idea of a brighter future. I believe I have made my decision. Is that so? Oh, fine. Cassia shall come with me. Good, that is good. The old man nervously licks his lips, but do allow us to say our proper farewells.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Coronis Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
Another trickle of blue blood runs down the old man's face, this time from his nose and ear.
No, not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
A hot wave of despair that is not yours washes over you. Your palms sweat and your heart freezes in panic. Which poet penned the lines, "What is the life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare." Ooh, I don't know. That sounds nice, though.
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Urek 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald.
Crimson tears stain the Lady Navigator's white skin once again, but this time her power does not make everyone weep along with her. I regret that we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before. What are you going to do to me?
Rogue Trader of the Imperium will offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my ship. Let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Orselio at the earliest opportunity.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are
The
ready
evocative
to
lines
guide
came from the
any
pen
vessel.
of Welsh poet W.H. Davies, reminding us to appreciate the beauty of the world around us.
And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, Your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
I will provide you with every necessity. Naturally, this includes servants.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Talk to the mistress of the station and leave the station. Ayo! She becomes a member of the party, but she's given an officer rank. Weird. Origin Navigator. Okay, let's see what this does. I kind of want to do willpower. Let's keep doing willpower then. Persuasion, commerce. Bring it down. The officer immediately grants an extra turn with 2 AP. This is Let's see what this does. Inspire courage. When an officer targets an ally with an ability for the first time in a round, the ally gets temporary wounds. Ooh. Okay, let's see what this does. Blood Augury. Enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer 10 additional damage from any source of warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for each hit inflicted. Ebb and flow. Return and gains an additional every even turn. Ooh. Every enemy the Navigator has in their line of sight has its dodge and hit chance reduced by 5. Starts all turns, including extra turns, with 3 additional movement points. The first ally targeted by the Navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of additional movement points. Damn. When an ally in combat gains an extra turn, the Navigator gains a stacking bonus to 5 willpower. Damn. Which one does this game recommend? Ah, crap. Okay. Though the ebb and flow kind of sounds like every odd turn, Navigator gains 10 perception. That kind of sounds cool. Complete. Okay. Is there anything I can take a look at? I want to see what this is, though. Hold on. It is as if the painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough and furious strokes coming together in arcane shapes. While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dried fruit and fresh water. Ooh, got some goods. The luxurious feast was left untouched. Trying to see if I can loot some shit before I leave. Sorry, I kind of looted your station. Okay, the Lady Navigator's private library is brimming with essays, novels, and personal accounts from the trailblazers and explorers of the Imperium. Alright.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Let's get the fuck out of here. And to the Void Ship Bridge. Oh, to leave the location, collect the remaining trophies. Oh. Ratobi pattern lasgun. Ooh. If you wish to collect the remaining trophies, leave the location. Yes. Damn. Things got crazy. Worship of the God of Emperor is the central pillar of the Imperium. Oh, shit. I love the way he sits on it. I feel like fucking Darth Sidious from Star Wars. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. Sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to guide a warped, capable void ship through the warp. The Sanctum Novice has been prepared for the communion and ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart... Oh, shit. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come in short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. You decided to not make use of the charm that could inhibit Cassia Orselio's power. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize there was one. What the fuck? Without even looking at the Vox Master, Cassia waves her away. At first, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Uh-oh. Did I fuck myself? Well, no point in backing out now. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What do you wish to speak about? After a few seconds of hesitation, lets out a small exhale, then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably. You convinced to depart. Heyo. And did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulders. I am ready to go to the Sanctum Novus and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. So we more about what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, and so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House Orselli ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts, and then it is time to open my third eye and peer to the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from the star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread so fine it could slip from one's grasp at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hand as though dropping something, but you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orselli will never lose their course. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Novus. Cassia nods and thinks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me if you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Ayo, Psyker Diviner in the service of Rogue Trader von... The Voxcaster in the Sanctum picks up the susurration of claws, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, then stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquids on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, an umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in the fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. That light is deadened, the great ruler is gone. The Voxcaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcasters fall silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Voxmaster, see to it that you receive 5 lashes for this show of cleanse mist. What is happening to Cassia? Leave the Lady Navigator undisturbed. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission, and the servants in the Sanctum Novus are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain. And then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Novus after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two. My sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need for me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report the condition of the station, Yurak 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Reichad system with different destinations, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Novice Nobilate bought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Let's go gather any components that may be useful on the ship. As you command, Lord Commander. Scrap container. Oh, absolutely nothing. Okay. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engineer prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrich Svedkalix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not at Yurak 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans. Thank you, Vig. This will be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. What's this? Void ship management? Ayo. No component available. Upgrade hull. 50 scrap. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Upgrade RAM. Currently upgraded level. Scrap required for the next upgrade. Increases the RAM damage and reduces damage suffered when ramming another void ship. 2A engine. Shields. Okay, so it looks like we can upgrade something. Let's upgrade the hull. And let's upgrade the RAM. Torpedo tubes. Mezzoa lance weapon. Mezzoa macro cannons. So we got a speed of 11, maneuverability, damage reduction, and damage bonus. Ooh, that's cool. Development. What's development do? You already have this feature. What do we need for this one? At this flagship rank, Comus Post abilities are available. Oh. Flagship next shot gains 2 extra range. New heading. While moving, the flagship may make its next turn at 90 degrees instead of the usual 45. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, whatever. Posts. Oh, interesting. Skill required persuasion. Supreme Commander. Demolition. Okay, so who has the best persuasion skill? Are you able to work? Requirements. Use current ability once. Oh, so it's how to upgrade it. Got it. Master Cannoneer. You Torpedo control. Shield Master is going to require somebody with tech use, so it's going to be me. Master of Maneuvers is going to be you. And Warp Channeler, and Master of Etherics. Let's do that. There we go. Interesting. It has ship stuff. Okay. Let's see if people are willing to talk. There was an incident in the officers' quarters. Healer team is required. The fuck? What's this? Optimized. Wait, what happened to the map? I need a map. Oh, I'm pressing the N button for some reason. Oh, but we leveled up too. So let's go ahead and level up real quick. So we got the burst fire. Let's see what this is. So we got 50 and then 55. I kind of want to continue doing my ballistic skills. Let's see what we got here. Controlled shot. When a soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire, the soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Oh. So if I do an AoE attack, it won't hit my allies? Okay. Soldier immediately dashes in the selected direction, spending all their movement points. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Allow the soldier to dash through allies and enemies, but not obstacles. Concentrated fire. The next shot ranged area attack made by the soldier deals 100 damage and has an additional 20% damage reduction. Immediately spends all their AP and gains a 30% bonus to cover. The next time soldier uses a running gun, they gain back all spent AP and MP. Rapid fire. Next ranged burst attack will have its base rate of fire doubled but deal less damage. I kind of like the concentrated fire one though. Ranks available 1. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and level up everybody. In that case, fresh target. We already got that one. Instant exposure. Expose weakness costs 0 now. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Right, perception skill. 55, 35, intelligence. Let's do a perception. Alright, let's see what you get. You have agility, and I'm gonna keep, like, working on her agility, because she has a good, like, agility, stuff. Let's do controlled shot, because she has the bolter, and I don't want to like risk hitting our teammates with a stray bolter shot. Reckless strike. Next melee attack gains 20% armor penetration and a +8 damage, and ignores 12% of the target's parry. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. Sworn enemy. Marks a target gaining 22% armor, a +6 damage on melee attacks against the target. If the target attacks the warrior during this round, the warrior gains 1 AP. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Let's see what you got. You got athletics or carouse. What about you? Let's see what you got. Blood of Martyrs. When an ally uses a heroic act, that ally gains temporary wounds. Okay, how about Commanding Voice? The range of the officer's abilities increases by 3. The range of Voice of Command is increased by 6. When the officer uses an ability on an ally, gain a bonus to the perception and ballistic skill equal to 4. These bonuses stack, but half the stacks rounded up are lost at the end of the turn. So I'm kind of going with one of these two. Let's go with Commanding Voice. And then let's see. Let's go with willpower. Keep like leveling up like the best stats. Okay, let's go ahead and save here. Because I am going to go ahead and call the stream real quick. Let's go ahead and see if anybody's on that I can say hello to. Who is on? The real TTB, Landmark, Halo Y, Sharklet, Wishy, Bianca Katie. I'm trying to see if anybody who I haven't rated in a while yet. Let's see if there's anybody playing Rogue Trader. Maybe we could raid them, you know. Let's go with
Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Fate.
Нормальные у Рега инициативы. У Рега отличные инициативы, когда он генерал, но не когда он глава охраны.
Hold on. Let's go by low to high.
Do a lecture on the history.
Let's go with EN VTuber.
Oh my god.
So it's just me. What the heck? VTuber.
I go here. Can I still charge to there? Yes, it'll dress me off at a good spot.
Follow my lead.
VTuber EN.
Provides you with a daunting amount of.
Nobody. What the fuck?
Whether you want to or not.
Let's go ahead and raid somebody named Draco Aesir.
Okay.
Did I spell it right? I did. Aha. Because we were playing the game, so I'd rather raid somebody else who's also playing Rogue Trader right now. But yeah, I thank you all for showing up and giving me your time and attention today. And I know I sound like a broken record every time I say that. I'm gonna go ahead and mute stream real quick. Join stream. There we go. So I know I sound like a broken record and I say that at the end of every stream, but I just want to make sure that you guys are very well aware that I do appreciate the time you give me. 3.5 hours is time out of your day to just chill with me and watch me play video games and talk with you guys. And I love you all, love your faces. But with that, my name is Zoro and I am signing out. Have a good afternoon, everybody.